Hello Gemini, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship with this person. This could have been in the past, could also be a current relationship. However, there is a lack of communication. Someone's hiding. For others of you, this could be a situationship or someone that you've met, and you know there's a whole lot of energy, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have, and I do have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. So we have here, first card's the strongest, we have change, followed by awakening, illusion, mothering, play, laughter, sexuality, compassion, power. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have death and rebirth. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Gemini, certain things in this connection need to change. I need to change. Things can no longer be the same. This change needs to be abrupt. It needs to be quick, fast. No longer lingering in the past for that hope of change to come. It's important now to make that difference. I also feel that in this connection, I've had an emotional awakening. I am seeing things differently. I feel different. Things are no longer the same as they once were. I see things now from your perspective, from your point of view. I never did that before. But now I put myself into your shoes, seeing things from your perspective. And I don't like what I see. I don't like who I've become. Yes, I am hiding. Hiding behind a false mask. Hiding behind a veil. Hiding from things and not telling you what it is that I truly feel. I am embarrassed. And because of this embarrassment, I do not express myself to you. I do not talk. I'm embarrassed because of what I did. I am ashamed, in fact. How could I have treated someone who gives me so much unconditional love? Who provides me with love, shelter, protection, food? You're so nurturing. There's so much love that I see and I feel from you. And yes, in my heart I feel that you are my best friend. A confidant, someone who I can rely on, someone who I can trust. In your eyes I've seen mischief, and you make me feel alive again, young again, vibrant again. You also know how to make me laugh. You know what makes my heart happy. You know what makes me tick. Everything about you is so fun. And my heart is happy when I think of you, when I talk to you. But I also know that along with this fun came the sexual side, the desire, the yearning, the lust, and the passion that I've had for you. I only fantasize. That's all I can do right now. But it's hard for me to not think about your naked body and how much I desire you. I think about you often, and I fantasize, and yet I do not tell you, I do not show you that I am thinking about you. Gemini, you may act. Gemini, I may act as if I am hiding behind this false mask, as if I don't care. But the truth is, I do care. I'm just hiding. I'm pretending like I don't. I'm hiding and pretending that I don't need you physically. The truth is, I'm crazy about you. And a part of you may feel that you've lost the self-esteem. You've lost this feeling and this knowing that you are someone. You are beautiful. You are important. But things truly changed. I know what I've put you through, and I know what you have gone through. And I feel sorry for you. Not sorry for you just being you, but sorry for you being in the situation that I have put you in. I feel empathy, sympathy, and compassion, and the truth is, I know you probably don't need any of that from me. But the truth is, I know what I've done. And I realize that this entire time you may have thought we were more than what we were, but I have only treated you to that extent. As a friend, that awakening, I have realized now, it comes from that friendship. A part of me feels extremely weak in the knees and emotionally vulnerable when I think about you. Because there's so much that has happened. So much has happened where in this connection, I feel powerless while you are the one who is powerful. And there is a lot of temptation that I try to resist, but it's hard to resist you. So much has happened, and I really want to restart this connection. All that happened before, I want that to change, and going forward, I'm hoping and planning on the road being not so rocky anymore. The road to be clear. The issues that we face, I don't want any bumps, nothing. I want things to be soft, clear. I want transparency. I want honesty. And that's not something I gave to you before. But now going forward, I want to have a second chance in this connection. And I'm only hoping that a part of you would be able to give me that second chance. And I only know this now because I myself have gone through a phase, a realization as to who I am and what I've done, what I need to do to be better. All right, Gemini. I definitely see here someone, this may be you most likely, who thought that this connection was more than what it seemed to be. You may have thought that it is more promising, more solid, more committed, right? More exclusive. However, the problem I'm seeing here, Gemini, is that some of you, not all of you, some of you might not resonate with this because this is very, very specific. And this probably came out because some of you are going through this, and this is a very important message that needs to come to show you that this is not exactly what you thought it was. What I'm seeing here is a connection where two people were together. One person thought that they are more than just a simple hookup, a simple connection. You thought you were more. The issue here is your person of interest, their mindset at this moment, it's different. They do consider you very much like a best friend, sure, but that's a best friend without a promise. You see, this is not somebody who wants to be in a long-term committed connection with you. This is somebody that's just using you sexually. That's the problem with this card being right next to this. This is my friend's card. Laughter and plays for me, the friends. Here we have sexuality. When this combined with this for me equals a friends with benefits connection. Now, not all of you are in that situation. Some of you may be married. You may be with your partner, but you're just not talking right now. So I completely understand that. No doubt. That's a different story. But for some of you, because this is a general reading, it's not a personal reading, you guys know that, might just, it might just be resonating with a few of you. It's not going to resonate for all of you. So please just understand that, especially when you make comments in the comment section. Here we do have someone who is very much attracted to you. There's no doubt about that. You are drop dead gorgeous. Okay? Definitely. However, they do feel that what they did was wrong. What they did was wrong here is that they used you in a way where you thought that this is something more than what it is, but they thought and they felt that for them, this is only up until this extent. You have two cards here. I only have two cards in this entire deck that talk about friendship. These are the two cards that I associate that with. So keep in mind that this person does have a lot of passion, lustful feelings towards you. Yes, they do have feelings and emotions. With these cards, do I see this person is in love with you? With these cards, I don't see that, but they could be in love with you. At the very least, the good point and the good outcome here I do see is that they want a second chance with you, which means that they know whatever they did in the past was not good. All right, let's have a look here. I have the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay, we have more than one card here. So this is any piece of information that you needed to know. Certain things that may have happened in the past. Okay? These are certain things that may have happened in the past that this person never told you about. They were going through something and they didn't tell you. Things were going great in the beginning, but then all of a sudden it just kind of went downhill for the both of you. So this is a little in the past. This is, I'll be reading in the reverse. This is going to be a reverse sort of reading. And also this is for those of you that never received any closure. This person may have ghosted you. They may have faded over time. The communication is quite less. They may have just simply abandoned you and you're sitting there wondering, like, what did I do? What happened? Hopefully this will provide some clarity and some guidance. Now, typically I have one card here, however, two actually popped up. So we have here Power as well as two of arrows under the bottom of the deck. The overall arching theme, we have Queen of Coins. Let's have a look at Power. Okay, so Power here talks about how your person of interest did not feel like they had leadership skills. They could not lead this connection. They did not feel that sense of responsibility. They felt irresponsible. They were irresponsible. There was a lack of authority. They didn't feel as if they had that either. Now, there's another issue here. They were also feeling oppressed by another person's authority and someone else's power. They were feeling insecure. Passive aggressiveness, this is how they were acting, and they were using power to manipulate others for personal gain. Something here happened where your person of interest, you may have felt that they had all the power in the world, that they had freedom. But the truth is they did not have freedom. For a small portion of you, this could be somebody who actually was in a third-party situation. We could have 3 people involved here, 4 people involved, where that sexuality card, along with the laughter and the play card, which is my friendship card, somebody here may have wanted to be more than just friends in a third-party sort of situation, but someone in this connection feels under the authority and power of another. This could be under the authority of a partner, of a spouse, under the power of an organization where 2 people cannot meet. They cannot be together. But at the end of the day, I definitely see here your person of interest did not have the freedom that they could have had when it came to releasing themselves from these burdens and being with you. They have some type of responsibility. They have some type of authority that's over them. They also feel very insecure. And this insecurity sometimes comes from not knowing how to deal with the world because they've been so sheltered and so protected, but also somebody who has power over them. This power could be a spouse, parents. This could be society. This could be friends telling them what to do. This could be an organization that's restricting them from doing what it is that they want to do. But whatever it is authority and power, and they cannot release themselves from it. Even if they wanted to, it's almost like they're dependent on it. We have here the 2 of Arrows. This talks about truce, peace, and impasse. Here we have your person of interest was feeling uncomfortable with a decision that they needed to make. And there was an over-reliance on the intellect and leaving emotions unconsidered. Interesting. This is exactly what we had there with the illusions card. They were pretending as if they did not really care about you, as if whatever it is that you had to offer did not matter to them. There was a sense of ignorance, but also them ignoring you. Here we have over-reliance on their intellect, and they were leaving emotions unconsidered. So they may have been in the connection physically, but the emotions were not there. Some of you may have felt that the emotion was less. And in all honesty, you can be in a connection with someone in your lifetime and feel that it's very physical, but feel that there is nothing emotional about it. You can be in a long-term committed connection. It happens everywhere. We have here also the Queen of Coins. This talks about a lack of fertility, not really feeling prosperous, not appreciating beauty, and not being very generous. Here it talks about the need to ground oneself and having an over-materialistic orientation to life. Disappointments in the home, a lack of loyalty, warmth, and affection, and a lack of love. This is interesting. All of these cards point towards this person having an issue in the home front where they feel restricted, but also the way they have grown into the person that they are now, there's an over-materialistic orientation to life. This is almost like somebody who you can be in the connection together. Right? There's 2 type couples, okay? 2 type of couples. One type is where you're together, you sleep together, and you wake up all messy, all right? Drooling everywhere, right? Snoring, right? Hair is all messed up. That's a real couple. And then you have this couple who wakes up early before the other person wakes up, brushes their teeth, washes up, comes back and pretends like, oh, this is the way it's always been. I was just like this. This is just how I sleep. I'm so clean. I'm sorry, guys. I've seen this way too many times. You probably know what kind of person I am. So I can't be bothered. I need my sleep. There's people like that. That's the part where you have the over-materialistic orientation to life. Thinking things of being always perfect, always shiny, always clean, always rich. This person that was in this connection had this sort of view of how things should be. As you see TV, as you see things on television or, the internet, right? There's people that have, I'm not going to say the word, but the P, okay? Addiction, P, addiction, okay? And last letter there is N, so please understand what I'm talking about here. But there's these addictions that people have now, right? And they assume that this is the way the mind is working these days. They actually have grown up with this. And they assume that the way relationships work is exactly how you see it on those videos. But that's not true. And in all honesty, it's not true. A small percentage is true, but it's all made up. It's to make the viewers happy, right? So here we do have an issue with somebody who is not looking at the reality of things. They are looking at the light and fluffy things, the pretty shiny things, looking at things in a way where it's very materialistic and fake, which is exactly why they were very physical. This is why you have the sexuality card. It's one of the biggest cards I have in terms of lust and passion. But because you did not have love there, you did not have feelings and emotions card there, I see that it is very lustful. And so this person was very much in tune with their physical side, with their passion, with their lust, with their money, with their materialistic view of life. That's a problem, Gemini. I wouldn't be in a situation like that with a person I can't be. That's me being fake then. I can't be fake, right? Who wants to be fake? Nobody. You can only be fake up until a certain degree, guys. And then afterwards, you just, the act is over. And then we're all normal again as our normal selves, right? So this is something that I see here, that your person of interest was a person whose thought process, their mind is just so different that they think that what they see, for example, on TV, right? That's the way life is supposed to be. The pretty nails, pretty face, perfect hair, beautiful body, that sort of stuff. That is the way life really should be. That's not the reality. People get sick, right? People get all sorts of diseases. There's so many things that happen to humans, okay? This person here, unfortunately, they have a very different sort of opinion. I don't want to say the word a warped mind, but some of you might relate to that. This person's mind was very warped. And when I see this, all I can say is that it is not their fault. They are the product of whatever they have been through in their life. They can only learn the hard way. That reality is completely different. No, they're not perfect when they wake up, right? They're not perfect when they're sick. No, life happens. And your person of interest here has a very different outlook on life. They are materialistic, but it literally said in that card, over-materialistic. So they're a little above and beyond the top. Some of you may have felt very intimidated by this person. You may have felt a lot of insecurities and self-esteem issues. I'm seeing that word right now. I'm also seeing lack of self-control. Some of you may have done things that you did not feel comfortable with, just to make this person happy. And it could have been anything. Anything. Doesn't have to be naughty. It's just, giving a person money, tons and tons of money, right? Just to make them feel happy, right? But I do see something here where it's not healthy. It's not a healthy connection with this particular person. They can change, but it's going to take a while for them to change. And is it important for them to change? If they want a healthy relationship on planet Earth with anybody, they will have to change. Because that's not what a relationship is like. Yeah. Okay, we have here Ace of Wands. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. And some of you in the comments below may say, I didn't want to hear a lecture. Well, you heard it because it's here. So deal with it, sweetheart. What I do is I give people advice because that's the reason why I've done so many readings, and I've learned from others. I see what other people have been through. I see the patterns and the trends. And I'm able to give you that advice. Why go through it when you have somebody telling you already? You don't have to go through the pain. I'll just tell you and you can go off on your merry way. Gain that knowledge. Not bad. Very good cards, but we do have a little bit of a sour card here. 4 of Cups. No doubt. Your person of interest, thank God, this is good though. They are feeling regretful for certain things that have happened, and they are wanting to, as of now, this is the overall arching theme. They're wanting to see what it is that you're going to do next. Are you going to reach out to them? Here we have an array of cards that are really nice. So this is any action, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. You got 2 aces here. Absolutely phenomenal. And 2 major arcanas. We have here the Ace of Wands. Of course, right? It's the first card. First card's the strongest. They can't get over the fact that you are so sexy. They are extremely passionate. And they do have that passion burning inside for you. They want to extend an olive branch. They want to extend their love towards you, but they also want to express it physically with you, okay? And we also have here the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. A part of them wants to reach out, but a part of them is also holding back. Why? Because they feel that somehow fate and destiny will bring us both together again. This is what they feel. They are holding on to the fact that, you know what? There is this destiny written out there for me. I'm not going to force anything to happen. I'm just going to hope, but I know that somehow, someday, me and Gemini will be together again. This is what your person of interest is thinking. They have this hope, but they're not really manifesting it. They're not really doing anything about it to take, like some hardcore action. They're not really doing that. But what they're doing is they're hoping. And with that hope, they think and they feel that they're manifesting. Why are they doing this? The World card, because they want to close the gap. They feel that you are their world. You mean the world to them. They want to close the gap physically and emotionally that exists. How are they going to do this? By making you an offer. Ace of Cups. Beautiful card. They're going to ask for forgiveness. They do know that what they did was wrong. They did not treat you right. They could have treated you better. And they want to say sorry. But while they do that, they also want to connect with you to tell you how much they love you. And that they do love you. So things are definitely changing. And it is because your person of interest here has had the time to sit down, to reflect, to know what they did was wrong. Whatever they did, however they acted in this connection, you came into this connection thinking it would be something a bit more, right? This person did not have that sort of mindset and that intention, but because of self-reflection, Gemini, I definitely see this person moving forward in a promising way. However, these things do take time. It's very rare that somebody just kind of, changes just like that. And that's probably why you had the first card, which was the strongest. The first card you had here, the first set, change, right? Change is needed. So this person is going to change because that is what they realize now that they have to do. All right. Not bad reading, guys. Pretty good, actually. All right, just going to do a quick prayer. All right, Gemini. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Interesting, we have here opportunity followed by it's up to you. Now that is my choice card. We have here perfect timing. There's something better. Followed by get more information within the next few months. After that, we have no. Let's just clarify the no. Guys, that doesn't help me now, does it? No, and then yes. once again. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness gracious me. What is going on here? No, again. All right. So definitely, there's only so much I can pull out. Opportunity. First card's the strongest. First of all, yes. What I'm seeing here is that many of you have gone through a situation where you might have been thinking, maybe you haven't been thinking, but you've been debating, some of you. You know, is this person the right person for me? Should I wait for this person? Should I wait for them to change? Are they ever going to change? Gemini, the angels here are telling you that for all of you combined, under the wings of angels you are. They're telling you that you are protected and that there is an opportunity coming. This opportunity will be either of someone new or the opportunity of talking to this particular individual and ironing out all the wrinkles. But you do have here, even though there's an opportunity, it's up to you to take on this opportunity. Do you want to do it? Do you want to move forward with it? What do you think? Even if you do, the perfect timing will occur in divine timing. That's what that means. In divine timing, certain things are going to occur in this connection that perhaps you may need to think twice about what decision you're going to make. But when you do, it'll be for the perfect time. It's not going to be a time when you're going to expect it to be. That's what happens with perfect timing. That's when, I'm getting the word the ancients. That's when the ancients decide that you have better things ahead of you and they know what's best for you. I'm actually getting this channeled right now. Here we also have there's something better. What I'm seeing here with the majority of this, the feelings in this reading here, what they're conveying here is that a small portion of you, it will work out with this person, but the majority of you, it's not meant to work out. You are meant to find someone better, and that opportunity will come to you. And that opportunity is not just something better, but someone better is coming into your life. Gemini, life has been difficult with this person, but it will no longer be that difficult. Get more information in the next few months. No. Yes, in the next few weeks. That was pretty interesting, wasn't it? So get more information. This could be regarding your person of interest, regarding the type of arguments or problems you've been facing with this individual, certain things that may have been causing an issue in this connection, external people, knowledge that needed to be gained, but you just didn't know. In any case, it does talk about you learning more. And with that information, you will be able to make the right decision. When should you get this information? The first card came out here in the next few months. Then we have no. So don't go looking for this information in the next few months. No, but yes, start looking for this information within the next few weeks. So start as soon as possible, basically. That's what they're trying to say here. Start as soon as you can. Try to see what it is that you can do to improve your own situation, but also try to understand where this person's coming from, right? Have they had a different childhood? Are there certain things you just don't know about them? The overall arching theme here is no. Now, whatever your question might be regarding this, the answer is no. However, for others of you, and take it as it resonates, for others of you, the majority of this reading is saying here that there's an opportunity coming. It's better for you to get more information within the next few weeks because there's going to be a time when you're going to make a decision, and there's going to be one thing, either someone better, or two, something is better than what you're in right now with the same person. The majority of you I see here, you're going to be looking towards a new opportunity with someone brand new. Others of you, a small portion, are still going to try to make it work with this particular individual. And that's your reading. That was intense. All my brain capacity, my power. So guys, It's a win-win. I do see definitely something good is happening here. Two beautiful cards you have. The opportunity card and there's something better. These are very positive cards. So something's going to happen, definitely, for sure. This will come to fruition. And that's all. That's it. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you who are new, please do visit my other channel, Asnointia Audio. You'll see I do have some informational videos there. Some are on relationship-related advice. I have some others on spiritual connections, what and who are twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners, such things like that. And I also have one on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? If some of you are interested in private readings, I do private readings, yes. And you can visit my website, www.asnointia.com. Go to the rates and packages section and you will see I do have a few packages available. One is on past life readings. I have one on love readings. And I also have one on helping you get rid of negative energies from your home and around your aura, as well as inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. I also have some self-help packages. So please do have a look at the website. The link is also here below in the description. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Please share your stories. I do read them and I do appreciate you writing that. It also provides me with information to kind of keep on the side for myself when I create other content, because many of us go through the same things. Doesn't matter where we're from. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Please do like, share, and subscribe. All right then. Bye now.